Hi everyone, this is Marianne here from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Thank you all for your comments and feedback on my tarot scopes, which I did all in the one reading. I released those this morning, so if you haven't, there's all signs are covered and timestamps in the pinned comments section, so you can find your sun sign, rising sign and moon sign quite easily. So having said that though, I did want to look at the Chinese spy balloon that was drifting or flying across the US in front of Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's visit to China, which he postponed. Now, I also want to mention that in June 2021, I did a bit of a deep dive astrologically into China and also looked at the simmering tensions at that time with the US and also Australia, because our previous government basically trying to cut communications off with them. So there are some, it's both astrology and tarot, but I think I'll put the link in a pinned comment underneath here. In summary, the covert espionage spying activities came through in the astrology and in the tarot. Also that China would be trying to suppress its people, and whenever and wherever it did that, it would pay a karmic price. Now, we had the suppression go during COVID lockdowns very badly for China, in so far as they had to lift them all, lift those restrictions. The other point that came through is that economically they are not doing so well. So viewers have asked me, I'm a little bit worried, they say, will China retaliate for the US shooting its spy balloon down over the US territory? I don't honestly think so. This was more of an exercise in, showing we are powerful. We can do this. We can do that. And I know that Blinken and Biden have been trying to improve the relationship with China. US and China are two superpowers. It doesn't make sense for world stability that they don't get on, but it is very hard to get on with China with the amount of espionage it does. So it has Pluto and Mars from memory in that chart in its 7th house. My goodness, 7th house is partnerships, relationships. It wants to be the dominant partner. So let's have a look. Was it a spy balloon? Why did China launch it, knowing that was such a obviously I don't know, it's risky thing to do in front of that visit. Did it collect intel? No, I don't think so. The US disabled it before then. And what happens now? I think that's the key question. Also want to remind people who are critical of why Biden didn't get that shot down earlier. He waited till it went over water so the debris would not hurt or maim or fall or damage on any person or property. So it was absolutely the right thing to do. They collected data on it themselves, blocked it obviously from getting that data, and they were able to find out a lot about what China's intentions were during the time that it was over the US. Also want to say that there were 3 spy balloons during the Trump presidency that he covered up and hid. So, I kid you not. All right. So let's start. I'm using this deck. Actually, I thought it was quite appropriate. The Tarot of the Divine. It's got that Japanese, Asian, maybe Chinese feel about it. All right. So let's see. Was it actually a spy balloon? Was it they said that it was collecting weather data. We'll bunk them to that. All right. So was it a spy balloon? Show me clearly. Was it a spy balloon? Was it a spy balloon? Okay, so what I'm getting clairvoyantly is it particularly wanted intel or information on a particular area, because what I am getting like like one of those snow cones that you see at Christmas, but there is a particular location in there that they wanted to look at. So we have the 8 of coins, all part of the work, isn't it? Was there? They say military targets, but I'm getting trade, like commercial targets as well. Was there a factory or something there that they wanted to look at? 8 of Pentacles. It had to do with money, and we see all these geese or swans, whatever they are, flying north for the winter. Now we have the King of Swords. It was definitely a well planned, to send a message. They knew what they were doing. It wasn't an accident that it got there. And we've got the Fool card as the foundation of the reading. Fool card, of course, is like a new journey. So they had something specifically in mind when they sent it there. 6 of Cups, something to do with the past. So the way my astrology reading on China will explain a lot about their mindset. But there's something in the past that they haven't let go of. 5 of Wands, divisions, obstacles, crowning this reading. 5 of Wands, yeah, there's no agreement here. I don't know if Blinken will get to China anytime soon. There's a freezing of relationships now. Page of Wands in the near future, a message coming through and a step forward. I don't see this blooming into World War III. No, it's not going to do that. But you're going to hear information. Was it a spy balloon? You're going to hear that soon. We have the Page of Cups in the present. Not sure anyone expected this. The Chariot, things could potentially get out of control. We need to have level heads. We don't want to see 2 superpowers facing off. The Queen of Wands in the hopes and fears, motivation. So, yeah, they were sending a message to the US to say, we are not the weaker partner. We are strong. And we have the Ace of Swords. So, yes, it was a spy balloon. The Ace of Swords is all about air communication. In fact, it looks a little bit like the ropes on a balloon. I mean, it wasn't a balloon in the traditional sense that you travel in, but there was something here that they wanted to send a message. And yes, it was a spy balloon. The Knight of Swords, you'll know about it. The truth is coming out, and it was a show of strength, basically, which is what I got. Now we've got the King of Coins. It always has to do with money. Contracts and commitments, and the High Priestess working in secret, that's how espionage happens, doesn't it? King of Coins is my card for Trump. So again, the secret came out around Trump and the spy balloons. There's more to come on China and Trump. Absolutely, he had debt to them. Watch this space. That's just the underlying energy. All right. So we know that it was, according to this reading, I hope I'm right. I may not be, but I can't see a weather balloon floating over the US. It was collecting, with that Ace of Swords, collecting information, and particularly on a particular location. Why did China launch it? Well, it was a show of strength. That was in the cards then. So did it collect intel? I think it's the other way around. Did China collect intel as it was floating across the US? Did China collect intel? Also remember too that all countries have their kind of CIA type spying activities, and so it would be naive to think that the US doesn't spy on China as well. The Five Eyes, which is located in Australia, between the US and Australia, is actually Five Eyes in the sky, and the UK and Canada, it's there to pick up intel. So we have the Moon card here. So it's interesting that it all launched at the time of the full moon in Leo, which is self-expression. Leo, China has, from memory, the Republic chart has Pluto and Mars in Leo in the 7th house. So that was interesting. The Knight of Cups, an offer. They wanted leverage, or do want leverage over something. The World card, yeah, they want leverage over the world, endings and beginnings. Did they collect intel? I'm not sure that was their purpose. It was more, as I said, a show of strength toward the American government. This King of Coins keeps coming up again. I'm not sure what the talks had to do with Blinken and Xi Jinping, but this is like trade. They want something to do with trade. And the Two of Cups, a commitment or a contract to do with trade. That's the only way the relationship will move out of this. Well, it'll still be in a Cold War mentality, but as I said, it's more isolation in the here and now. The information that they wanted had less to do with military and more to do with commercial stuff. Three of Wands, the Hermit, isolation. They want an advantage in the markets, global markets. Four of Coins, holding information close. They're insecure. And we've got the Star card. The Star card. It could be an aspect of tracking the, for example, level of climate change in America. It was to get an advantage. The heavens, being up in the sky. So that aspect of a weather balloon could have been accurate in that they were getting information, or trying to get information on areas where there had been significant drought or snowstorms, or so we have Four of Wands, but they have no legitimate reason for being there. I think that Blinken and Biden will navigate their way peacefully through this. I'm not seeing the cards that would indicate a huge breakout of aggression. And I wouldn't underestimate China. They can be quite aggressive. Pluto and Mars in the 7th house. Goodness. Don't get much more aggressive than that. Let's have a look. But I don't see Blinken and Biden. I think it's steering away from any overt aggression. So, did they collect intel? No, it's nothing. No. Okay, they wanted an advantage, but I don't see that they got it. I see that Biden, as usual, Dark Brandon as they call him, was a step ahead here. Don't believe everything you read in the media about Biden. I've said that continually. Alright, so what happens now? Will aggression between China and the US escalate? Will aggression between China and the US escalate? So we have the Ten of Coins. No. It's more about trade, wealth, Queen of Coins, stability of trade between the two superpowers. Six of Cups, it's like a reset. You might find there's a reset in the relationship here. The Knight of, I think that's what Biden wants. The Knight of Swords is in the past, truth emerging about China and China's activities. But we have decisions to be made here, the Two of Coins. They want something from the relationship. They were prepared to do a show of strength. This has to do with financial advantages. The Five of Cups is in the immediate future, regret and loss. 3 cards lost, 2 remaining. You could see the relationship worsen in the immediate future, but I don't feel like it's going to end in overt aggression. 4 of Cups, disappointment, but 1 card is remaining. The 7 of Cups, yeah, I'm not going to underplay it. It's like there's choices to be made. How they handle this, and they're really heavy choices too, and there is some regret. I think I'm not sure where that's coming from. Perhaps it's from the Trumpian years. Because we all regret what occurred during those years. But we can't change it. He became president, and that's all there was to it. Seven of Swords, in the hopes and fears, lying, deceit, cunning. Yeah, don't underestimate China. And the Nine of Swords, yeah, there's a great deal of anxiety at this time. Relationships could worsen before they get better. But I do feel that there is a bit of a reset there. And the Ace of Swords tells me with the Fool that there will be a lot more clarity with the Ace of Coins as well. And the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I think, yeah, there's a lot of division and obstacle. I don't think China's looking to start a war with America, no. It's more, as I said, some kind of financial benefit that they're looking for from the Americans, and it was a show of strength. So hold on to your hats. I'll put that reading in the pinned comment below this. I don't feel at this stage, even though we might see a worsening of the relationship before it gets better, I don't feel that we're going to have an overt, aggressive result here from China. But it definitely was calculated, definitely was designed to send a message. And President Biden absolutely handled it in the correct way and is handling it in the correct way. All right, bye for now. Thanks for tuning in.